Hi guys, this video is a continuation of my previous video where I discussed in depth on how you can implement parcel geolocation tracking feature in React Native with help of React Native maps. So that video was fully focused on Android side and this video will be focused on the iOS side. This video is the 10th part of my GeoVerse series. So do watch my previous videos to know how you can install React Native maps as well as how you can integrate Google Maps in the iOS side of things. Okay. So once you do that, you can watch this video to understand how you can implement both Apple Maps as well as Google Maps in the iOS side. Okay. So in the previous video, I would have used a Google Maps routes API where I would have gotten all the coordinates from New York's airport from New York's Rolex showroom to the New York's airport, as well as from Chennai airport to Chepauk Stadium. Okay, in that I would have missed some points, or I would have missed some points to clarify some encoding as well as decoding stuff. I'll be discussing that and how that implementation differs from a library called React Native Routes Direction. Okay, Maps Routes. Sorry. So let's start this particular video with a real world example. Okay, from that example, I will implement all those things in the iOS side and I will also clear all the doubts which happened in the previous video. So this is the Android side of things. So to do this, just install the library and then once you do that, so let's go in here. Is the iOS simulator. So this contains the exact same code from the previous one. I just run npm run iOS. I'll also discuss what is the difference from that. Like for example, in the polylines in my Apple Maps, you can't use the dashed lines. So we can't use that here. So that is one point. And then I have also included something like this JFK to Chennai. So what is that? What that means is like for example, if you have used an app called Flighty, where you can track the let's say we have traveled to multiple countries and from one airport to the other airport, like you would travel in a flight, right? So in that app you will see multiple this arcs from one continent to other continent, which is nothing but from one airport to the other airport. It will be very confusing if you don't have a tag like this. So I will also explain how you can integrate this tag in React Native, and it also works in the Android part as well. So if I go to the iOS simulator, if I scroll it to the right, now you can see the tag is there, right? So I'll discuss all those things here. So in the previous video, I literally went to the Google and searched all the coordinates, which like took some time. In this one, I won't be doing all those things. So I already got all the required latitude and longitudes, which I directly use it in the markers. Okay. And what I'm planning is I'm going to like give this code, like give the source code out in TopMint. Okay. So I have an account there. Rather than putting it to GitHub where I can't see who is going to use that or who is using that or downloading the source code, I'm going to put this up in TopMate for completely free because what I'm going to get by charging money for this. So I'm going to link that TopMate link in the descriptions. You can tap on that, go there, and you can download it for free and use it in your own applications. And then one more is I have split both Android and iOS side of things. Where in the previous video, all the code will lie here, and for this video, yeah, the iOS side, I will make changes only in this side. Okay, so both of the videos code will be in the same file. You can use it. So now let's get right into this coding stuff. So what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to implement a feature where you can see in all my videos thumbnails, Buddha will be there. So spiritually, I like Buddha. Now, to integrate my spirituality into this one video, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fictional example as same. So let's say I'm going to go to Amazon and I've ordered a Buddha statue from Tokyo, right? So how I'm going to what I would say, I want the user to see the trajectory of the Buddha statue from what I would say from Tokyo to my place in Mumbai. Okay, so this is the what I would say the problem statement. So track the location of my Buddha statue parcel from Tokyo to my place in Mumbai. Right. So how can we do it? The same way. The same way is from let's say this is a temple. I bought it from this temple and this has this latitude and longitude. and then it will go to the Japan's Narita airport. From there, it would go to this airport, and then from there it would go. Okay, this is one more situation where I'll also explain how we can do this as well. It would be very nice to see multiple arcs from one place to another, and then from the Haneda airport to Mumbai airport, and then I will go to Wankhede Stadium, which is also one more cricket stadium in India. So let's get into it. So this will be more straightforward. Now, same way we have all these things. I use what Google Maps direction API, and then with the driving, etc. In this one, I missed a point. I'm going to reiterate that point here. Like once this video moves forward. Now, but, we have all these things. So here I'm going to go here and change this to this one. So for only iOS, we are going to do some other things here. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to also reintroduce a concept of reusing the functions again and again rather than use the dry concept rather than like simply like for the same API calls we can use a single function and pass the coordinates there, and not like this. So I'm going to go here, use what get total directions iOS. Okay. Once I do that, I'm going to go here and call it here. Okay. Now, once that is done, I'm going to create a separate function called get directions, get land route directions API, and then I'm going to pass the start latitude, start longitude LNG, and then end latitude and longitude. Okay. Once I do that, I can go here. This is already in template literals. Go here, change it to start latitude and longitude. Okay, this is also how you can improve all your API calls. Sorry, your code, right, to be more readable and use the dry principle. So I'm going to take this, put this here, and then sorry, then and then once I am done with that, if you are seeing the previous video, this is how we find the land directions from one place, one from one latitude or longitude to another latitude or longitude. Okay, so I'm going to go here. So as you know, this is iOS, right? So this doesn't repeat the code. So I'm going to go here and use const. Sorry, not const. I'm going to go back here. Use this get land route directions API. So as you know, I ordered from Amazon and then I ordered from this particular place. So I'm going to use locations. So let's go here. Right. I just get route one locations dot. The first airport is what Tokyo. Okay, I'm going to butcher that name, so I'm not going to say that. I'm going to tell Tokyo Temple, and then coordinates dot latitude. Same way, I'm going to copy this location dot longitude from that place to the airport. So I'm going to copy this. This is going to be Narita Airport. So Narita Airport. So we got the location. Sorry, we got the land routes. Okay, I'm going to comment all these things out. We got the land routes or the route from the temple to the what I would say to the airport. Now to change the initial view, right? Because for Android it should not be New York, it should be in this place. So initial region this, and then longitude of this. Okay, so it should be this. Let's do that. Let's save. Go back to the app. Okay, reload. Okay, reload it, and then it's somewhere here. Okay, Tokyo. Right. Okay, it's now in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll show you. So the first coordinates, you can see this one. This is not Rolex show. It is Tokyo Temple, and then change this to okay latitude and longitude. So longitude. Same way as we did about Tokyo Temple. If I do that, if I go here, you can see Tokyo Temple is there. Okay. And then one more, what I can do, I can go here, copy and paste this. I will change it to what temple? Haneda Airport. Sorry. I'm going to change it to Haneda Airport. Once I do that, if I go back, I'll go here. Uh, mm, sorry. So Haneda Airport. So I'm going to change this to Haneda Airport. For some reason, it should work. Okay, let's reload and check. I want to reload this. I will go here. This will repeatedly call and it will provide a big bill. So I'm going to go here, close this, all these things out. Okay. So I'll do this. For some reason, it's not working out. Okay. I will remove these things out. First thing I'll do is remove this confusing and go here. Okay. The Anida airport is there. Now, what we are going to do, from this point, the package will travel along this line to here. So that we already made this function here. The next one, from this airport, we are going to go to Tokyo airport. Okay, so from this airport, Narita, so actually it's not Narita, it's Narita airport. I'm going to go here, change this to Narita. Okay, let's do, okay, Narita there. Let's go back. Let's see what is happening. Okay, Narita is here. Okay, from here we are going to travel by road here, and from this place, from this small airport, we are going to travel to Tokyo's bigger airport somewhere via flight. Okay, so let's do that now. So to do that, we need to use this particular thing. Sorry, not this. This one. Get this one. You will be reusing this again. So I'm going to copy this again and then get what I'd say airport let arc routes API because it's just an arc, and then same way starting point of JFK and all, no need starting point and then ending point. I'm going to change all these things to this manner. Once that is done, as you know, this is longitude and this is latitude. So I'm going to go here, change it to start. I'll simply use the same thing. So start line and start this one. So use it here. And once I do that, I will use the start line here, start long here, end lat here, and end long here. So now this is custom, like it is reusable and we can use it anywhere. This is how you optimize the code as we move forward. So this one and all is not okay. I will also explain what this is so that you will in the previous video I didn't do this. So I'll explain this. So as I said, in an app like Flighty, okay, there is no way if you have multiple flight arcs right from one airport to another, there is no way to denote what that is. So to do it properly, so I'm going to go back to google.com and then Flighty. So this after this video is uploaded, I'm going to upload one more video on how to do the Flighty app clone in Mapbox. So I'm going to go to this and then let's see. Okay, here. Okay, I'm going here. TechCrunch. So now you can see search flights. They are using the same concept. So if I scroll down, okay, I can do it here. Okay, let's go to the website itself. This is the website. I can see how beautiful everything is, right? So from one airport to another airport, they are doing it. And I don't know how they did it, but I am doing it this way and it works properly for me. So from San Francisco airport to, I think JFK, etc. In this manner, they are doing this. Yeah, you can view inspiration in this one. I took inspiration from this particular app only. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's go back to the app. So from this particular airport, I'm going to fly to the Tokyo airport. So to get that, so get arc routes API, I'm going to go back here and then what cons, this is already there, cons route 2 equal to what? I'm going to copy this again. So from the Narita airport to I'll go back and Haneda airport. So I'm going to go to Haneda airport and then I'm going to use the same thing here. Okay. So I'm going to fly. The parcel is going to fly from this airport to that airport. So we also need that marker. So I'm going to go back here and change this to what? Haneda, right? Haneda Airport, Haneda Airport, and then should be what is this? Okay, Haneda Airport, and then this should be Narita Airport. Okay, once that is done, let's check what is happening. Let's go to simulator, and it's here. Okay, so from okay, I'm just what I would say is like also explain how you can do multiple arcs, but it is best viable that the parcel goes from here to here via what I would say land road itself. But we have to learn more. We have to see how different use cases. So I'm also explaining in that manner as well. So we would fly from here to here and from here to Mumbai. So I'm going to use one more. So I'm going to reuse the code. So I'm going to go here and then I'm going to use get land directions API. Use the same one, copy and paste this here. Let's do that. And then from the Haneda airport, I'm going to go to Mumbai airport. So let's do that. Once we do that, it will be automatically visible there. So I'm going to copy this and paste it again and change this to green. This should be what Mumbai airport and this should be Mumbai airport. Now let's go back. Let's see. Let's zoom out. Okay, so Mumbai airport is there. So if I tap on it, it's not Chef Park. It says it should be sorry. Mumbai is somewhere that side. I think once Mumbai airport. Mumbai airport. Mumbai. So if I scroll down for some okay, Mumbai airport is there. Okay. So once that is there, the last one should be the Wankhede Stadium. So I'm going to go here, change it to Wankhede and Wankhede. Forgot. Okay. Wankhede Stadium. Okay. That is done. So it should be pink. Okay. It should be pink. And then Tokyo Temple blue. Let's make this orange. Okay. So it should be good. Remove Mumbai airport. Mumbai airport. Sorry. Okay, I made a mistake. So I'm going to change this to Haneda airport, and then I'm going to copy these things. Go here and paste it here. Wankhede Stadium, and then Wankhede Stadium. Once that is done, this I will explain it. So if I go here to Mumbai airport and Wankhede Stadium will be there. So I'll zoom out more. So from this place to this place, so we have to do that. So as you know, we will be having this should not be land. This should be art because we'll be flying from Haneda airport to Mumbai airport. And then for that, what I have to do, I have to go here again and then use route 4, right? 4. And this should be Mumbai airport. Sorry, from Haneda Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai airport. Sorry, this will not be okay. Mumbai airport to Wankhede Stadium. So it's not 5. Sorry, it should be 4 only. And then set route, we don't have this one. So set route of 4. Set route of 4. Okay, now once we do that, let's set route 3, do this and do that. That's it. Okay, so we have, okay, it starts from Tokyo and then it goes to Narita and then Haneda and then 3 arcs. So, sorry, 2 arcs. Here to here, here to here. 2 arcs. And then I will remove this extra. And from airport to Wankhede Stadium, we will go by the parcel will go only via the roadway because it's not there. There's no helicopter in it. Now, if I do this, let's paint all the roads onto the map. So let's do that. I will change this, remove these things. It's not required. Once I do that, then see, starting from here, okay, I will show the polylines. Okay, so and you should know, I will also explain these edge cases one by one, and then I will discuss the full functionalities there. So I did something like this, right? So this one, I'm going to discuss that as well from here. So okay, let's go one by one. I'm going to remove unnecessary this thing. Let's discuss from here, go here, etc. Now, if I scroll to the top, I have something like or get arc routes. Here we get the midpoints. So as I said, if we have multiple flights like in the flighty app, right? So for example, in here, okay, this is the best one. This is just single one. Okay, so no problem. But if you have if you see the historic data of how where and how where you travel, there will be so many arcs. If you have traveled hundreds of times, like I have a 2024 wrap, 2025 wrap, etc. So to identify the path, right, you can use this midpoint logic where if you provide a starting point and an ending point, you can get the midpoint just geographically. You can say, bro, I can take this one and get the middle one. You can also do that. For example, here we have 20 coordinates. You can take that and then you can get the 10th coordinate or the 11th coordinate, which is the midpoint. But you can also use this turf library to geographically or like, geographically get the midpoint, and then you can apply that to the like you can like update the state, and then I have a custom or it's a custom marker like this. So if I scroll down and you can use a midpoint as the coordinate and use a custom marker like this, so that the people will be able to identify. Okay, this they did this is from this airport to that airport, and you can also add custom callouts as well. Okay, so in the get arc routes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top. I already have this midpoint. Now I'm going to use midpoint one, set midpoint one, and then midpoint four, set midpoint two. Okay, that is done. I'm going to scroll down and then get arc routes, right. So here, set midpoint one of this. And then the thing is for the get arc routes, right. For this one, I'm going to use Hanida. And then this one I'm going to use sorry, Narita. This one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is in the get arc routes, this is how you can customize your what I would say the single function, and then you can use it anywhere. I'm going to go here if the where is this? Okay. Port. So what also this airport is equal to Narita airport. Do this. And then if it is not that, do set point two of this. Okay. Once you do that, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to copy this and use it again. This should be midpoint one. This should be midpoint two. So what this should be? This should be from Narita to I think it's on Haneda, right? Haneda, and then this should be from Haneda to Mumbai. Okay. So if I do that, if I go back and see, let's see Narita to Haneda, and then I don't like this pink color, so I'm going to go here, change it to blue. I like blue. So let's do that. Okay, blue looks very good. So okay, so I can see. I think it's not at the midpoint marker. Set midpoint. Formatted starting point. Uh, okay. So what is the problem with point one, with point two? System marker. Mm, get the midpoint one. One output has output. Or so from that point to the next point, and from there, the midpoint should be in this format. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll discuss this later. So but you understood the point, right? We can use this in this way to get this working. And then now, as I said, from whatever from the Mumbai airport to Wankhede Stadium, we have to have a polyline. Okay. So to do that polyline, here in Android, you can use dash one, but in iOS, you can't use the dash one. So that is a bummer. So for in Android, you have the Google Maps SDK. So that supports the dash the one, but for iOS, it won't work. Okay. So if I just try to simply use it in iOS, see, it won't work. That is a problem here. So actually, in here, I missed. Okay. I will reload. Uh, thing, yeah, sorry. Here we can see there is no what I would say from Narita Airport. There is no marker. Okay, you can see this is wrong. So you can't use dash markers or polylines in the iOS side. So I'm going to remove that and simply use this. So it works. So I'm going to go and I'm going to go here and then yeah, it should work. You can see it works automatically. And then from Mumbai's airport, we have to draw the directions from Mumbai airport to the Wankhede Stadium. So I'll do use this and then use we already used blue, red. Okay, we'll use red. Let's do that and go here. You can see from Wankhede Stadium, and then I'm going to zoom in further. I forgot to do that in the previous video. So sorry. Okay, so we can do this trajectory in this manner, like from to Wankhede Stadium. Okay. So, and then one more is if I go here, actually this should not be our sorry, this should be this one, and then I'm going to save that because that's what the bug was there. Now the bug is fixed, right? It has the proper direction. What is this meaning? Proper what I would say the road direction from the airport to the Wankhede Stadium in this manner. Okay, so here I should have mentioned this in the previous video, which I would link it in the previous video as well with the timestamp, or I would think I would do it in the timestamp. But let's take I'm going to go here and then use console.log routes. Okay, let's see what happens. Routes. Let's see some random things. What is this? Like bounce. Let's copy this and go here. Const a equal to this. Sorry. Const a. Simply a is nothing but what I would say like normal object to just test it. It says summary. Mandra overlay. Okay, I can't spell those. So in here, bounce copyrights. Those are unnecessary. Main thing we need to do see here is the overview polyline and the points. So what is Google doing here is they are providing out encoded geostring. I don't know what this. I think it's a geostring where it contains all the geo coordinates are in it. But what we have to do is we have to decode this encoded string. So we have to decode that, and then once we decode that, we can get the lat and long from it, and then we can draw a polyline coordinates. So that is why this particular library called React Native Maps Direction is very famous. What these guys are doing is they are doing this all of these things internally in their own language. So I think I used this library before. So if I copy this and paste it here, I think I didn't use. I think maps routes. Okay, so I use maps route. Okay, so if I go here and then let's go to the source code. So this is how you go to the source code and understand what is happening there. You see, decoder is there. Okay, what they are doing, let's go back to utils. This is the source code of that. Go to index.js. Okay, they minified it. So components, map view route. Okay, now we got it. No problem. You see what they're doing? Routes.googlemaps.com direction view 2. They're just calling the Google Maps route. And then whatever the what I would say, if I go scroll down, whatever the API key that we are sending, this one, whatever API key we are sending from the front end, they are grabbing it with this API key. You can see exact prop. and then from there they are using this. They're sending a request to Google Maps routes API to get all the values, response validation, and all these things. Now, if you see carefully, they are getting the routes of zero. That is, if I go back to this file, our file, here in this one, response data, and then in that we have the routes as a response, routes, key as a response. They get it, and then they decode the values, or they get it, and then from there, if I go route decode this one. So let's go back to here utils decoder. So route they send it completely. So routes.polyline. Okay, this is a different API. Okay, we are not using this, but still Google will always send the encoded string like this. Okay, so actually let's test it. Okay, let's I'll also learn it, right? So let's go here. What is the encoded string sent by Google in the routes API? Routes API. Okay, you get the encoded polyline, where the encoded string refers to a compressed representation of routes path called encoded polyline, which is a string of characters efficiently encodes a latitude. Okay, that's what they are saying. They use a custom encoding algorithm for all the let's say if we go back here from the Mumbai airport. So let's go all the way to here. Sorry, okay, from the Mumbai airport, from this position to the Wankhede Stadium, like there are so many coordinates in this particular interval itself. So what they are doing is they got all these coordinates, they encoded it in a custom string, which is this. So if I scroll up, so in this custom string, and then with help of that string, like they encoded all the values in this string and they send it to us via the API call. We use this library called Polyline. You can also use some other libraries as well to decode this, or simply you can reuse this. Okay, you can reuse this or use some other libraries to decode that particular. If I go back there, decode this encoded polyline to get the formatted coordinates, and then use that. Like use that in the same way that I'm going. So get land coordinates, and then I'm getting the lat and long. So if I go here, okay, I once I decoded, I got the lat and long, and then I simply use it. Like I simply change it to the format that I want, and then I return it. Okay, once I return that, I can draw a polyline from onto the map. In what way? In this way. So polyline coordinates of route in this way. Okay, and the color is red. I can also change the color. I can customize it however you want if I see the documentation. So that is how they do. That's why to ease this step, this library as well as that React Native routes, I think. So React Native routes. Okay, so let's go search. Sorry, let's go back. What is this library? Map Euro. Also. Okay, map routes. So copy that. Okay, this one you can see. I think okay, change it. Oh, this one. I used this same library in my previous video. I think the third or the fourth, and I forgot to mention. I mentioned that I would explain how they do it internally in the backend, but I have completely provided a full overview on how they do it in the library. Right. So this is how they do it. So this particular library prevents the prevents the extra step of encoding and decoding all this stuff. Sorry, decoding the polyline. But as you know, you shouldn't expose the Google Maps API in the front end. But it's good to know that you can use this whatever concepts I mentioned here in the backend and send all the coordinates to the front end and encode this in this way. Okay, this is extremely useful if you are going to make a app where you track the location of your delivery agent and show that to your user. That is a mega video that is coming after all these things. Okay, so now and all these things are there. Yeah, so actually that concludes this particular video. I explained each and every concept which is required to do to or what I would say is to complete this particular challenge. Okay, so in the previous video I mentioned about the Reddit post. So if I'm going to go here And then, as he wanted, I literally did it from New York to Noida in my Android device. So it's too big. Let's go here. Let's remove this. Let's go to my app, demo app. So we finished it. So he's saying I have verified that API is for and the nearby. However, the issue persists when attempting international routes. So let's test that as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and then in this logistics side, let's scroll down midpoint, set midpoint one. This one, let's try. Okay, remove this. We understood what this is all about. The get land routes one, I'm going to go here and get arc routes. Get arc routes. This one from Mumbai, Haneda Airport to Mumbai Airport. I'm going to try this. Let's try it. So let's comment this all these things out and the same this one. Let's go here. Let's see what is the response. Okay, route response dot data. What I'm doing, I am trying to find the land directions from Haneda Airport to Mumbai Airport, which is not possible, but we will check what is the response that we get. We simply get no routes. Okay, available routes and all these things because the route is not there at all. That is how you test it and get it. Okay, that's what he said. He said the issue persists when attempting international routes. So we have solved this particular use case. And once this video is out, I'm going to like say that okay, like you can use this video to completely do your own app. Right now, as this video is done, all the technical parts is done. I'm just going to check what is the problem with the midpoints. Remove all the console logs so that going to go here, get land routes, get arc routes. So this is the midpoint. Airport, Narita Airport, formatted, second point. Okay, this one I must write. So I'm going to take this out. Midpoint to Anida to Mumbai. So let's go here. Okay, it's working now. Let's go here and then see. Spinning is too tough to it. Okay, so from Narita to Haneda, I think okay, let's stop this. You'll see Haneda Airport, Tokyo Temple, this one is what Narita Airport. So from Narita Airport, we are going to Haneda Airport, and then from there, we are using this arc to go to Mumbai Airport, and from there to Wankhede. Okay, so this is how, and then as I said, this comes. Oh, sorry, see, this comes at the midpoint, right? So the people will know. Okay, he traveled from that place to this place. Right. You can also use the IATA codes, which is the airport codes, so that people will also know, okay, this the parcel went from here to here. Okay, this is how I can visualize. So that is the complete implementation of the same. So I'm going to go here. Also check this. You can see from here and it goes there. And it also, okay, I forgot that midpoint. So I'm going to go there and this is waste of time. That is not how it works. Let's save it. Midpoint, set midpoint. Okay. I'm going to go here. Okay, you can see JFK to Chennai. And all these things are already available. Okay, so that's how you, okay, I'm going to go here. Routes, no need because that is not required. And then this is not required anymore. Full dash line. Okay, all these good stuff are there. Okay, this is how you implement what is a logistics app or tracking your packages in React Native in both Android and iOS. So for one more, which I forgot is if I go here, you can use provider is to Google. Okay, provider Google. If I do that, let's go back and then reload. Okay, you can see in iOS, Google Maps will work. Okay, so that's how you change it from Google to from Google Maps to Apple Maps. It's that simple. I'll just show you the full workings. I forgot to do that. Now, if I do this, you can see everything works as intended. That's the power of React Native. Okay, so yeah, now what I would say is like that's it for this particular video. If you like this video, do like, and then I will see you in the next video on the same concepts of implementing a flighty clone in Mapbox with the same principles that I mentioned in this video, but everything will be in the Mapbox's API. Okay, so to literally conclude this video, what I would say is first, before jumping into any code or anything, right, have a complete technical, first have a full plan on the starting point to the ending point, and then also map it technically on how you will do it, like how I did it, right? So from this point to that point to the next point, you have to completely map it, and then once you do that, move to the coding part, right? And then use the different other API points that you have, or API responses you have to finish this. So, in a real world sense, right, to do this particular tracking stuff, as I said in the previous video, you have to literally track the airport's geo coordinates, sorry, the airplane's geo coordinates, as well as how the and the geo coordinates of the delivery truck, which moved from Tokyo's temple's Buddha statue to the airport. If you have all those coordinates, you can simply take those things and then append it here, or like take those things, put it in the back end, and then send those things to the front end and use it here. That is the real technical way of doing it. So for that background geolocation tracking with backend full stack support, I'll be making another 3-part videos after this. Okay. So use these features that I mentioned in this video to increase how you present your app to your users. But remember that these things will take cost. Okay, to render the Google Maps in React Native, it will take some cost for a number of users or a number of active users. Okay, so I will see you in the next video about like about the Mapbox logistics in Mapbox. Okay.